Personal introduction video recorded and presented by Dan Prey for School Law. A little bit of background information about myself. I've been teaching in the USD 323 Rock Creek School District for 10 years. This will be my 10th year. I taught 1st and 2nd grade in this district for 6 years. I taught 3rd and 4th grade for 3 years, upcoming on my 4th. I'm also the head wrestling coach for the Rock Creek Mustangs high school program and junior high program also. I have been through the Kagan training twice, both the 5-day and a 2-day session. I've also recently got my certification to be a coach. I am also on the negotiations team, or have been in the past. At St. George, we do things a little bit differently. We teach in multi-age classrooms, as you can see from the 3rd and 4th grade and the 1st and 2nd. We also ability group, and we have our aides who are certified teachers serving to teach core curriculum. Now this point I bring up because it's going to be interesting in the next couple slides of where we're headed, because things are changing at St. George. A reflection on administration: if you go to the slideshow, which is embedded in my Google Communities, and you can click on the link where it says Rock Creek Board of Education, you can actually go to our school webpage for Rock Creek USD 323 and find any of the minutes of the Board of Education over the last 5 to 10 years. Also, our superintendent, Kevin Logan, and his role in school law is passing down through email of what the Supreme Court has said that is changing, what the state has said is changing. Our current principal, Debbie Edwards, is retiring this year. Her last month was in June. Things have been done a certain way for 25 years at St. George. Our new principal, Dan Ackland, coming from Hutchinson, Kansas, is starting in next year. He's already sent out a couple emails with some major changes for major concerns that he has and both Superintendent Kevin Logan has about ability group being specifically for the aide's role of being a teacher with direct instruction, even though that aide is a certified teacher. So I'm interested to see how that applies and some people's thoughts on that. And the last point I put down there, the Supreme Court as it applies to money, it seems that one is the big one that we've seen so far at Rock Creek. Year in and year out, what is the state going to do with the money? Are we opening our doors in August? 3 examples that I pulled up from the Board of Education for Rock Creek Schools. The first one is a proposed bond issue that actually passed. You can click on that. It'll take you to the description of the bond issue, making sure that the mill levies aren't raised too high. We're not taxing. People's taxes aren't going up too high. All the different things that go into the financial piece. Student death and how Rock Creek handled that. You can click on that article. Last year we had a young man die by suicide. And it was the article, if you click on it, says student at Rock Creek High School dead. And that was all the confirmation. So there's a lot of school law that goes into the wording of that one statement. And the last one is the USD 323 Foundation donating money to Rock Creek for teachers to apply for making their classrooms better, which is interesting because this is the first time in 10 years that I've ever seen or heard of this, as I was looking on the website trying to find some information for this presentation. So I'll be doing some more digging on that. My personal background, I think the first one, school and religion, is probably the biggest. Being a Christian myself, trying not to put my spin on things as a Christian into these young minds. School and the internet, where is that line drawn, and what should I be saying? What should these kids be looking at? And what happens if they get to a website where they're not supposed to be? Punishment in general of withholding recess or withholding field trips or withholding this or withholding that. Not talking about a paddle or anything like that, but knowing the line and where I need to be on. bias. Hopefully I'm not bringing that into the classroom, because we have a little boy right now that is confused about his gender, and hopefully I'm not treating him any differently than I treat anybody else. And we also have another little girl that might feels like she's a boy, so hopefully I'm not treating her any different. And then the communication piece, mostly between the parents and myself, teachers and myself, and administration and myself, mostly via email, but definitely with that professionalism of being for parent-teacher conferences or any conflicts and meetings that we have throughout the year. What's my plan going forward to attain more knowledge of school law? I think that this class should be taught at the undergrad level. I think we would benefit greatly from having school law as an undergrad class. But my job is to pay attention to the details of wording of emails, of what I say to the kids, anything that goes along with that, along with the awareness of this class and school law, and going through this class and reading the chapters. I'm going to set up a meeting with my administration to talk specifically about school law and some of the different things that I do in my class. And then the knowledge throughout this class, whether it be the reading, whether it be the videos, whether it be discussions. Super excited for this class, and I can't wait to talk with everybody else. Thank you.